Hey guys, Shubham here back with another video. So today I'm gonna review Corvus OS for the Redmi Note 7 Pro, and now this OS is available for the all smartphones, so you can check link in the description if you can find device code for your smartphone as well. So the first thing I really like about this OS is the boot animation, and it looks really cool and stuff, and it takes around 30 to 40 seconds to boot your device. So I usually put Pixel Launcher as my default launcher because the Corvus launcher has issues in it. Every time I put Corvus launcher on the default, it crashes. I'm sure they're gonna fix in the future update, but for now I use the Pixel launcher. With this ROM you won't get any camera app installed on your smartphone. I manually install HyperCam, which looks really good in my opinion. On the notification option you will get option for the CPU info, which shows the info of your CPU, and also you will get battery saver, which restrict the background activity, also turn on the dark mode we all seen on the any other ROM. Also you get FPS info, which allows you to show the FPS of the games while you are playing them. So now I'm gonna show you guys quick gaming test with the PUBG Mobile, and I turn on the FPS meter so you all can see the FPS right now. Okay, so on the graphics you will get default graphics on the HD and high. As always, you won't get HDR without the GFX tool. So now I'm just gonna play the quick match and show you guys how the FPS meter is working. So as you can see, the FPS is around 30, which is fine. You won't notice any lags, but the FPS is not good at this point. So let's land and let's see if it does changes anything. So the more device get hot, the more FPS is gonna drop. So right now it's 30. I'm sure after a few minutes it's gonna be about 27. Yes, device do get hot while playing PUBG. Right now I can notice on my hands it's getting little warmer right now, but soon it will be a lot hot. So it's around 30 FPS, which is really not smooth, but okay, someone killed me. So that's for the PUBG. Now let's check out some of the other settings. Okay, so on the Raven's layer you will find your main setting here, and on the notification, as always, you will get option for the edge lightning, also the blink flashlight on the call. Your flashlight will blink. I don't like this feature, but I'm just showing you guys. Also you'll get option for the charging animation if you prefer that. So on the notification light you can also set for the any other apps as well if you want. So now let's check out the Miss Celsius. I don't know how to pronounce that. So on the display cutout you can set it on however you want, but on my phone it's just normal. If you go to the immerse mode you will see the notch is hiding. If you prefer that way, or you can just set on the normal. If you want to hide it you can also do that as well completely. So now the clock is showing on this side of the screen. So again I'm gonna choose the normal one. On the screen animation you can change the animation as well. I like the fold one. You can change the animation duration. I usually set on the 0, so it's gonna be really smooth as well. Screenshot type, you can take the full screen screenshot as well as the small. So you have dedicated gaming mode. If you want to, you can turn this on here. Other features like launch music app and the headset on, pocket detection, and double taps to swipe up to screenshot. Those are pretty normal for the any other ROM. So these are some of the settings you get. Also here you can adjust the lock screen items. You'll also get for the lock screen, as you can see, you'll also get setting for the lock screen. You can adjust the status bar, charging info if you want to see that, also the visualizer, which we saw on the other apps as well. As you can see, ambient music visualizer. Also you can add fingerprint preference if you want that vibration on it. As you can see, whenever you do the fingerprint scan, you will get that vibration. Okay, on the status bar settings you will get battery option. So if you want to turn on that LED, you can just click on here. You will get also aggressive battery, auto enable the battery saver whenever your phone is on the charge. Also here you can adjust the battery icon style. You can put it on the circle right here. As you can see, you can be dotted. You'll also get option for the battery location on here. So if you want to enable the battery percentage, you can set here, and as you can see, you will see the battery percentage. So on the clock settings, as you can see, you can put the clock whenever you want. I usually prefer on the center, but this phone has this notch, so I can't put it on the center. So either you can put on the left or right. So I'm just going to put it on the left for now. You can auto hide the clock within some duration if you want to. I'm just gonna turn off this option. You can also change the font size of the clock. So yeah, these are some of the options you will get for the clock settings. You can also get option to show the seconds on the clock. So now let's go to the icon manager, and if you want to see the logo of the Corvus OS, you will see here. As you can see, you can turn this off as well. Also, the feature I really like is the Bluetooth battery status. So if you turn this on, if you connect to any Bluetooth, you will able to see the charging, the battery status of that Bluetooth device, which I really like this feature. On the quick settings, you can adjust the rows and the columns. As you can see, if you want more rows, you can just set it on the 3, or if you want less, you will also get landscape mode. So if you want on that way, you can adjust them as well. So I usually put it on the 4. So here you can also change the animation of them, flip. I usually put it on the fast, so it will be a lot smoother. You'll also get the auto brightness icon. If you want to adjust it, you can just turn it on or off. So on the traffic indication, it will show the network activity on the status bar. As you can see, if you want to see that, you can turn this option on as well. So yeah, these are some of the settings. So now let's go to the hardware, and here as you can see, you will get option for the buttons if you want to adjust that way. So I'm just gonna skip that because I don't use buttons that way. So on the navigation, you can turn on screen navigation here. So on the power menu, you can add the advanced restart, which will give advanced options for the restart. So if you go to the advanced, as you can see, you can just turn on the recovery mode, go to the recovery mode using this option. That's pretty cool because I don't have to press this option again and again. So you'll also get the screenshot while using those buttons. So yeah, you can adjust this way. So these are some of the settings you'll get for the Corvus OS enable. So as you can see, right now is based on the Android 10. We'll see the Android 11 after its launch, but yeah. So these are some of the features I really like. So now I'm going to show you guys how to install this on your smartphone. So as always, turn off your phone, go to the recovery mode using the power and the volume up button together. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you guys how you can install this OS on your smartphone. So first, go to the wipe and wipe everything except internal storage. So as you can see, now go back. First, download these 4 files: Corvus OS, firmware, GApps, and the disabler. So first, install the firmware. So now go back. Now install the Corvus OS. Okay, so after it's done, now go back. Now install the G apps. Now this will take a lot of time, so I'm just gonna wait. Okay, after it's done, now go back again and install the disabler. Okay, now you can reboot the system, but first you need to mount. Make sure your mount is on the vendor as well. So now you can reboot the system. When you restart your phone, you should be able to see this logo. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you guys setup. Okay, so if you want to copy data from your old smartphone, you can do it here. I'm just gonna go with don't copy. So here you can sign in with your Gmail account, which I'm gonna do right now. So here you can set the fingerprint scanner, and it's working perfectly. So as you can see, right now you get two options, either Pixel Launcher or Corvus Launcher. I'm gonna go with Corvus Launcher. So yeah, here you go. That's how you can install Corvus OS with the Google Apps on your smartphone. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.